All right, so might work. So this happened a long time ago. So they had put a new casino out in Tunica side, Mississippi, and it was kind of more towards the Alabama, let's see, Arkansas side. Yeah, Arkansas side of the river. And Arkansas didn't want any casinos, and that was their biggest mistake because if they would let them moor it up to Arkansas, then they could have forced people to go to work at the casino that were on welfare and all that other stuff. But no, they didn't want gambling and all that stuff. And I think they have gambling there now. I can't remember. But anyway, and somebody told me they had lottery or something there. I don't know. But anyway, now they didn't back then. Anyway, so uh, this casino, and I think I did a vlog about this before, where I hit a bunch of money and on a like $60. Anyway, I was going to the last of the audit, for the week that it was open, because they'll open and then they'll do like this test run thing, and then they close, and then gaming commission comes in and inspects to make sure that they paid out, what they took in basically, and that it's legit and the machines and everything's working and all that kind of stuff. So um, uh, they it was like the last, I guess, like last 36 hours or something. And I had started with $60, going back and forth. Took off work because to me, every time a casino opens, it's well worth playing the back end of it. Thank you for the thumbs up because you can win a lot if you know what to do. And then you want to document the time that it actually physically opened and then the time it closes for the audit because the jackpot times for life are for the close of the audit for that casino. True story. When you work at one, you learn a lot. This particular casino was called Lady Luck, which I guess originated out of Vegas. But anyway, so I had been going back and forth with like no sleep for, you know, almost 2 days, and going to check on my kid at the sitters and everything, and throw them some money and put some money away at the house, and so I was renting a house from Jack Harcourt at that time. That was a house that was burned out that they redid. It was pretty nice, but they just never finished the sucker. It was horrible. They didn't have hot water for all the time we were there. They were supposed to be fixing it and didn't have heat and air because they were supposed to be fixing that, and it was just a big nightmarish mess. But anyway, so I was pretty miserable, and I had been researching a property I wanted to buy, but I didn't have a penny in my pocket, kind of thing. That was interesting too. How I bought it. A 5-story Victorian with $0, 0 cents. Um, yeah, in an ice storm. But anyway, so uh, I had started on the cheapest stuff first. The They had, I don't think they had penny slots back then. I think it was the nickel slots. So I played on that. Then I played quarters. And then I played the 50 centers. And then I played the dollars. And then I played a little bit on the 5, 10, and that. And then, and I kept hitting, So, I would graduate myself up and I'd hit a little bit. And so I had a pretty good amount of money. Now, I don't like to get on a crap table unless I have at least $400 and I have about 8 hours time. Because it takes a really long time to shoot craps. You want to be stone cold sober. And I don't drink and I don't do drugs. So you want to be stone cold sober because it's a job, okay? It takes a lot of work. You got to really pay attention. So John Daggett had taught me how to play craps, like a year before that. She was really good at it. And I really didn't have much interest in it because I lost at it in Vegas years ago. Because a pit boss talked me into throwing my money on the table and guaranteed me and everything. It was a bunch of crap. So anyway, uh, and it just seemed like too long of a game. So anyway, I was pretty good at it. I played it while I was going through college in engineering, and did quite well, especially the morning of finals, one semester in mechanical engineering. But anyway, so and enrolled in there in the morning and got a straight A on the test on the final exam. Yeah, teacher's like, "Where you been?" It's like, "Well, I've been shooting craps all night." But anyway, so I got on that crap table, and it was kind of rough, and there's a lot of etiquette and stuff to shooting craps, and it's kind of a long story of how to play it, but and I mean it's legal and legit. It's just if you want to win, you got to do it right. So anyway, I was doing pretty good, and then I felt like shooting the O, 100 on the O, which average house payoff is like 24 to 27 to 1 generally, and that's pretty good money. So every once in a while I'll throw the O, and so I hit it. That was pretty cool, and I hit thousands of dollars in that almost 2 days I had been playing at the casino, and so uh, I had done very well, and made sure to like put money away so I wouldn't like throw it back, and so I was very much ahead of the game. And then when I hit that 100 on a yo, that was over $20,000. I think it was like 27K, something like that. And so I was still playing a little bit longer. And there is this cowboy dude, like a couple people down from me, because several of us had been playing for hours. And he's like, "So say, why don't you come up to my room?" And I said, "No, but thank you for offering to me." I said, "I can get my own room." In those casinos, after you play and you hit and stuff, they usually comp you rooms too. So, wasn't worried about it. And I really didn't need room. And so, because I need to go get my kid in the morning. So, anyway, I just kind of let it go. And then he kept asking some more. And I was like, "No, thank you. I'm not here for a date. I'm just here. I'm working, shooting craps. But thank you for the offer." So then uh, I see my ex's, one of his girlfriends, and he kind of had a collection. He had some woman that was married named Patty that lived in West Helena, and he had uh, uh, this girl Karen and some other folks. But anyway, and actually it was interesting because I didn't really recognize that Karen girl. She kept staring me down and stuff from a distance, but I didn't really recognize her at first because she was a bit of a far cry from that frumpy, heavy, plain Jane grandma dressing thing in flat shoes that he was with, that he went for the money. Yeah, the big money call there. Big spin on the wheel. Traded me in for a rich girl. And so she looked pretty good. Like she paid a lot of money for a makeover. It's like serious money. And she had a nice haircut. Hair was highlighted a little bit. She was dressed very nice and very stylish and all that. And, you know, had lost weight. Did her face and stuff, and looked probably 20 years younger than when I saw her. And so I guess being with Carl did her good. Okay, so wish the best to those folks, right? So anyway, uh, I'm shooting craps and everything, and then next thing you know, here comes a security guy on one side of me and another security guy on the other side of me, and they were so close at that crap table. I turned and I held out the dice and I said, "Do you want to shoot the next one?" And they're like, "Oh, no, 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 no." So I was getting kind of tired, and it was late, and so uh, I uh, decided that. Well, let's see. I think no. I was trying to think if I had my big house or not back then. So then I decide I'm gonna go because I'm tired and I've made my money and it was just kind of playing out a little bit. So I wasn't interested in losing money. So I was getting ready to go. Took the guys and got ready to go, and the security guys followed me, and they said, "Well, you have to leave now." And I was like, "Why?" And they said, "Well, because you're banned out of this casino or something." And I was like, "Do what?" And so I said, "For what reason?" And here was this girl that had dated Carvel, this Karen chick, kind of standing off, about 15, 20 foot, just kind of staring me down. And so, uh, and I don't even think Carvel was up there that night. I don't think I noticed him there. So anyway, um, uh, they escorted me out of the casino, told me that I was like banned for life, all that kind of crap. And I was like, "Why?" And they're like, "Well, because you are." So anyway, I get this thing in the mail that I get a gold card. Okay, a gold card to this casino because I was a big winner. All right, and gold card is a big serious deal. Okay, where you get free rooms anytime you want. You can go up there and eat 3 times a day and bring a guest with you too, and comp that out on that card. That all the concerts and events you get free tickets to and extra tickets to bring your friends. I mean, just all kinds of stuff. Big parties where you get free stuff, at the dinner parties with concerts and stuff. Just all kinds of stuff. And so, uh, I can't go get the card because I'm supposed to be banned. I called the casino. They said, "No, you can't come on the property because you're banned." And I'm like, "Well, why was I banned?" And they were like, "Well, it's just the way it is." So anyway, after about a year, I was up at Wayne Webb's uh, Queen of Clubs, Big Country and Western uh, nightclub. I'd known Wayne for years, 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 and worked for him. And he introduces me to a guy that's from out of state. I think he came down from Missouri. And um, his name's Mike. I used to call him Big Mike. I can't think of his last name. And so he was a real nice guy. And we had talked a lot, and I think the guy kind of had a crush on me or something. And because anytime I came in there or whatever to visit, say hi, get a Coke, he wanted to sit next to me. And he was just real nice and kind of shy and kind of a portly dude with glasses, but just sweet as pie. But incredibly smart. This guy was a pit boss. His mathematics were so incredible, blow you away. He was unreal with numbers. And we got to be pretty good friends. And he says, "Why don't you come up to the club? Because I'm pit boss over there at Lady Luck." I said, I laughed. I said, "Man, I'm barred from that place." And he's like, "How could you be barred from the place?" I said, "Well, I don't know." And I said, it was really kind of strange. And I told him the story and told him, about my ex's, one of his girlfriends was kind of there and all that. And he asked me her name, and I told him, and Karen, and her last name and stuff. And he said, "Oh my God." He says, "She's like general manager of the casino." I said, "How in the hell is this girl general manager of the casino? How does she get a job like that when she's just like a little rich girl that has a dead husband that she makes huge money off of, and does virtually nothing. You know, occasionally hangs out at her parents' business. It was down in West Helena. They had some kind of I don't know what it was, a print shop or stationery shop, some kind of little podunk little shop down there. And uh, you know, as far as I knew, she wasn't a seriously working person. She just wandered around with a pocket full of money, kind of thing, and a white caddy. And so he says, "Oh my gosh!" He says, "Yeah, she is. She is like GM of the casino." So I'm like, "No, how do you do that?" And I said, "Well, she's jealous of me, I guess, because she had me put out. You know." He said, "She can't do that. It's against casino policy. This, that, and the other. Da da da." And I said, "Well, I guess she did. Had me banned for no reason." And I said, "I can't even get my gold card." He said, "No, you got to write your gold card." And I said, "Well, I still got the envelope and everything that came in with a letter welcoming me and congratulating me and all that." And he said, "No, that's wrong." And I said, "Well, I don't know." Well, he worked on it for about a month. He went to the people above her, corporate and stuff like that. And then he turned around and got it straightened out. And he said, "You are welcome in the casino anytime because she can't do that." And I said, "Okay." And so, uh, and most of the reason was because, you can't like do stuff personally to people when you're on your job. Okay. Just because you don't like them or, whatever, outside your job, you can't be picking on people at your work. Okay. It creates a lot of problem. My asthma is really bugging me. It creates a huge problem, and in all kinds of ways. I gotta dump this out. And sorry about that. You can get fired for that real easy, because it's inappropriate action, and it's something based on a personal thing outside of your work and stuff like that. There's a lot of problems with that, and you really have to have proof. And so here I am, a totally innocent person. I did nothing, and except for jackpot, and I get thrown out of a place. So anyway, uh, he gets me back in. I can go up there anytime I want. So I used to always get an escort when I go up there. And like I would get Doc Berry, he's a good friend of mine. And he was my chiropractor for years. And he was a character. And I'd say, "Hey, Doc, you want to go to the casino?" I always brought an escort with me. And then I would offer to take care of their dinner and everything. And if they wanted to leave the tip, they could. And go around gooking up there, because I could eat up there 3 times a day, every day, free if I wanted to, and bring people with me, free. And so, I'd get concert tickets, and I'd call everybody, "No, do you want to go to this concert?" I remember I had like 8 Kid Rock tickets one time. I didn't even know what Kid Rock was, and I was like asking everybody, "I got a bunch of tickets. Do you want to go?" Because I've never heard of this person. I even called my babysitter, and I'm like, "Have you ever heard of Kid Rock?" She's like, "Nope." I said, "Ask your kids if they heard of Kid Rock," and they were like, "Nope." And they're out in California, right? So, but anyway, yeah, got all kinds of great tickets to concerts, free suites, invites to stuff. It was really neat. Thanks to Mike, to Big Mike. And then I don't know whatever happened with her. If she stayed working there or not, don't know. Never much paid attention to it. Um, you know, uh, didn't even know if like she and Carver were still together or anything. I didn't worry about any of that because I really didn't care. I had moved on with my life the day I walked out that damn door until I was in the courthouse playing with those 2 clowns and threatened to put her in a loony bin for life to see how much he really loved her and to get them to back off. And they offered to back off. And really should have pressed charges on the 2 of them. Really should have. Because, uh, crimes shouldn't go unpunished. So anyway, So yeah, so it was kind of interesting. I got banned from the casino, but then I got back in because of Big Mike. Yep, true story. True story. Hit over 20K and get thrown out instantly. But I get a gold card mailed to me. Oh, thank you very much. But yeah, but got that rolled over, and that was pretty interesting. That was a while back, and so I just thought I'd tell you guys that wild story because I'm probably not the only one to go through something like that. It's just really flipping strange. Anyway, you guys have a great one, and I'll see you in the next one. I love you.